Love, for many youths, is changing. It looks different now. Traditional marriage is not the only peak they aspire to reach. They crave deep, meaningful connection. A legal paper? This is not always seen as necessary for validation. Intimacy can flourish outside the old, established walls. Emotional truth often comes first, guiding their choices. The institution of marriage feels less urgent, more like one option among several. It is a conscious choice, not an inevitable default step for everyone. This marks a significant shift in relational aspirations. Friendships and committed non-marital relationships gain new weight. These bonds offer profound emotional support and understanding. They provide a crucial sense of belonging in a complex world. Sometimes these connections feel more authentic, more freely chosen. They are selected without the heavy cloak of societal pressure. Young people value these relationships with immense sincerity. They see them as absolutely vital for their personal well-being. These chosen bonds are central to their social and emotional lives. They are the anchors in their fluid, modern existence. Here, loyalty and care are expressed in diverse forms. The very idea of forever is undergoing a re-evaluation. Marriage once promised a lifetime of unwavering security. Now perceptive youths keenly question this enduring promise. They observe impermanence in so many aspects of contemporary life. This observation naturally extends to their views on relationships. They might prefer partnerships that can evolve organically, or perhaps relationships that can conclude without protracted legal battles. This realism shapes their nuanced approach to long-term commitment. It is not necessarily a fear of commitment itself, rather, it represents a redefinition of what commitment means today. This fundamental shift is not about a rejection of love. Far from it. It is about discovering new avenues to experience it. Young people deeply crave intimacy, passion, and genuine partnership. They earnestly want their relationships to feel alive and vibrant. They actively seek partnerships that actively support their individual growth. The traditional model of marriage sometimes feels constricting, too rigid. They are searching for a love that breathes freely, a love that can gracefully adapt to their ever-changing selves. This profound quest for authentic, dynamic connection guides their choices. They are crafting new narratives of love and belonging. Modern youths often prefer mutually supportive roles within their relationships. They seek partners who are akin to trusted companions on life's journey, someone who truly understands their individual path and aspirations. This dynamic is quite different from more traditional, often prescribed roles. Those historical roles frequently came with a set of fixed duties and expectations. Today, the prevailing desire is for mutual encouragement and shared understanding. Partners are viewed as allies in navigating life's myriad adventures. They help each other to grow and to face inevitable challenges. This supportive dynamic feels more equitable, more balanced, and deeply nurturing. It fosters a sense of teamwork rather than hierarchical obligation. Committed responsibilities, especially those legally entwined with traditional marriage, can feel heavy. The perceived weight of societal and familial expectations can be quite daunting. Young people sometimes see these established responsibilities as inherently limiting. They express a common worry about losing their individual identity within the we. The idea of fixed, unyielding duties can potentially stifle personal expression and exploration. They often prefer a more fluid, adaptable arrangement for their partnerships. One where responsibilities are shared by conscious choice, not by rigid rule. This carefully constructed space allows for more personal freedom and continuous growth. It is a negotiation, a dance between togetherness and autonomy. This balance is crucial for their sense of well-being. Maintaining a strong sense of self-liberty is a core, non-negotiable value. Personal freedom, the ability to choose one's own path, is highly prized. Young individuals are determined to pursue their own unique dreams and ambitions. They want to make their own significant life choices unencumbered. A relationship, in their view, should ideally enhance this precious freedom, not curtail it. They often fear that traditional marriage might involve too great a sacrifice of self. This perspective is not born from selfishness, but from a need for self-preservation. It is about ensuring that personal aspirations remain central to their life's narrative. Their identity is not something they are willing to easily subsume. The partnership must honor this fundamental need for autonomy. This profound quest for self-liberty directly impacts their chosen relationship structures. Couples might make unconventional choices such as living apart while committed. They might maintain largely separate finances, ensuring individual economic control. They might courageously pursue individual careers even if it means living across different cities. These deliberate choices serve to protect their cherished autonomy and sense of self. They actively build partnerships that respect and celebrate individual space and pursuits. This careful balancing act allows both passionate desire and sturdy independence to coexist. It is a delicate, ongoing negotiation they strive to achieve in their romantic lives. They are redefining intimacy to include room for the self to breathe. This creates a new blueprint for modern love. There is a palpable, strong reluctance towards making unwilling compromises. Young people have often observed past generations making significant personal sacrifices. Sometimes these sacrifices appeared to lead to lingering resentment or regret. They desire compromises that feel equitable, fair, and consciously chosen by both. They are wary of compromises imposed by outdated tradition or unspoken expectation. If a compromise feels like a fundamental loss of self, they understandably resist. Authenticity and transparency in all agreements within the partnership are key. They actively seek partnerships where negotiation is an open, honest, ongoing dialogue. This ensures that both voices are heard and respected. The goal is mutual satisfaction, not one-sided accommodation. Unwilling compromises, particularly those that diminish one's core being, can erode desire. When one partner feels consistently unheard or diminished, passion inevitably fades. Modern relationships, in contrast, actively seek to sustain and nurture desire over time. This requires both partners to feel vibrant, whole, and individually fulfilled. Sacrificing essential personal needs merely for the sake of the union is seen as counterproductive. They believe a truly healthy relationship supports and encourages individual flourishing. This individual vitality, in turn, fuels the connection between them. It represents a new, more evolved understanding of the dynamics of give and take. Each partner's well-being contributes to the relationship's strength. Compromise should build, not diminish, the bond. Socio-economic factors play an undeniably significant and often decisive role. The current cost of living in many parts of the world is notably high. Establishing a firm sense of financial stability is increasingly challenging for youth. Consequently, many young people find themselves delaying major life commitments. This includes decisions around formal marriage and purchasing a home. They prioritize focusing on their education and building their careers first. Pervasive economic uncertainty makes long-term legal ties seem inherently riskier. They often prefer maintaining flexibility until they feel more financially secure. This cautious approach is a pragmatic response to current economic realities. Financial independence is often a prerequisite for considering deeper commitments. The rise of the gig economy and persistent job instability also influence these choices. Traditional, clear-cut markers of achieving adulthood are noticeably shifting. Marriage was once closely tied to achieving a certain level of financial stability. Now, that expected stability is far harder to attain for many young individuals. This evolving economic landscape naturally encourages more fluid and adaptable relationship models. Partnerships are frequently formed based on current emotional connection and shared needs. Formal legal entanglements, such as marriage, are approached with considerable caution. This hesitation is often directly due to these pressing financial realities and uncertainties. They seek security, but the pathways to it have changed. Love and economics are, for them, inextricably linked. The very concept of what constitutes a family is visibly expanding. Single parenting, for instance, is becoming more visible and widely accepted. This is not always a situation that arises from hardship or unforeseen circumstances. Sometimes, choosing to become a single parent is a deliberate, empowered decision. Individuals may feel entirely capable and prepared to raise a child alone, or they might prioritize their deep desire for parenthood over finding a life partner. Societal support systems for single parents are gradually growing, though challenges certainly remain. This trend clearly reflects a broader, ongoing shift in traditional family structures. The nuclear family is no longer the sole or dominant model. Diverse family forms are emerging and gaining recognition. Single parenting in these modern times often involves creating strong support networks. These vital networks can include close friends, supportive extended family, and cooperative co-parenting arrangements. Technology also plays an increasingly important role in connecting single parents and providing resources. The primary focus is always on providing a loving, stable, and nurturing environment for the child. This reality challenges the long-held traditional idea that a child necessarily needs two married parents. It powerfully highlights the remarkable resilience and adaptability inherent in families. Love and care, not legal status, are the foundations of these homes. Children can thrive in many different family configurations. This adaptability is a strength of modern familial bonds. The notable rise of single parenting clearly demonstrates a significant decoupling of parenthood from marriage. The profound love for a child and the innate desire to nurture can exist independently. They are not necessarily contingent upon a romantic partnership or marital vows. This understanding empowers individuals to pursue their dreams of parenthood on their own terms. It further underscores the contemporary youth's strong desire for autonomy and self-determination. They are actively, consciously crafting family lives that align with their personal values. This represents a significant and ongoing evolution in prevailing social norms and expectations. It is a testament to individual agency in shaping personal destiny. The definition of family is becoming more personal and less prescribed. In conclusion, these observable shifts in relationship choices are becoming increasingly common. This is due to a complex interplay of several influential factors. Young people today demonstrably value authentic connection over rigid, predefined structures. They consistently prioritize their personal growth, individual liberty, and self-expression. Current economic realities often make traditional life paths less accessible or appealing. The very definition of family itself is becoming more inclusive and wonderfully diverse. These factors, when combined, compellingly explain why youths often choose love. They choose love in its many vibrant and varied forms over the singular path of official marriage. They are the innovative architects of new, evolving relational landscapes. Their choices reflect a search for meaning that resonates with their contemporary lives.